welcome to the Teacher Geek YouTube channel. Here we show teachers how to use technology with a purpose. Hello, Teacher Geek. Today we're going to look at QR codes. QR codes are quick response codes. Plickers uses them. This is an example of a QR code. It's a really basic QR code. It's like a barcode on steroids. And we're going to talk about how to leverage the power of QR codes for your classroom to help students get to websites you want them to go to much faster, to look at videos you want them to see straight away. Just scan that, boom, you're in the video. We can also create plain text QR codes and do all kinds of crazy things. So we're going to look at my favorite QR code creator, qrstuff.com, and take a tour of the site and a range of different ideas for how you can use QR codes in the classroom to really leverage the power of students' own devices in particular, but there are loads of other things we can do. If you've got a classroom set of iPads or Android tablets or even Chromebooks, we can still use QR codes really effectively. And I'm even going to talk about how you can create a QR code treasure hunt around the school and get students really motivated and moving around to do a really exciting activity. Okay, hope you enjoy. So this is qrstuff.com. It's my favorite website for building QR codes. If you look under data type, you can see the number of different types of QR codes we can create. We're going to start with website or URL. And all I need to do first is go and get a web link or address. We're just going to link to one of my Padlets. And I'm just going to copy that address and come back to qrstuff.com and just paste the address in under content. You can see right away that's going to change the QR code there on the right, which I can then download and put in a PowerPoint or Word document. I'm going to show you how you can scan it as well. There are two ways that you can do it. So I can use the app, and this works well on Android phones in particular, where I can go straight to qrstuff.com and click on the scan button on the menu. So I'm going to click on the burger. Click on scan, and then it's going to ask for permission to use my camera. I'll allow that. Then I'm in the camera. I'm just going to show it the QR code. There we go. That was poor aim for a second. Click on the link it gives me, and it's going to take me straight to that Padlet. So it's a nice, quick, easy way to get students to Padlet content or any web content you want them to see. We can also use our camera to scan a QR code on an iPhone, and I think Android phones have brought that in as well. And I'm going to show you some examples of how you can do that when we look at YouTube, when we look at doing a plain text as well. So some of these data types that I can use are only on the paid side. So we're just going to look at the three that I most commonly use, which are the websites, the YouTube, and the plain text. So here's a YouTube one. All I need to do that, you can see the content has changed, so I just need the video URL or the video ID. So I'm just going to go to YouTube, little shameless self-promotion here, grab that link, copy it, come back into QR Stuff, and as soon as I paste that link under video URL, you'll see the QR code on the right change. Boom. And so there's my new QR code. And now if I just take out my phone, I'm just going to show you how I can use the camera straight in the phone to show that QR code, to read that QR code. So just show it to the camera. It opens up this little Safari link, click on there, and boom, I'm straight into YouTube looking at my video. So that's how I can easily get students to look at a YouTube video that I want them to see. This is great if you work in workshops and you want students to look at a video on how to use a tool, how to bend a pipe, how to wire a circuit, how to use something in a science lab. The next one to look at is the plain text one, which is also one of my favorites. This allows me to put up to 10,000 characters in there and create a message for students, a sample answer, a silly message, whatever I want, that students can scan it and get in there and look at it. The plain text is a great data type to use if you want students to do a QR treasure hunt, to get a message or specific instructions for a group, things like that. And again, we're going to look at my mobile phone and how you can use the mobile phone's camera to scan it so that students will get that message coming right up on their device, which might give them some further instructions about what to do, ask them a question, all sorts of things. The next one we're going to look at is how you can change the data type to a location. And again, if you're doing something like a QR code treasure hunt, when you're sending a group out to find all kinds of stuff, kind of like geocaching, we can put a location in there. The other thing worth noting is that I can come in and change the look and style of my QR codes. So the third section there under style, I can click and change the color. So I can make my QR code red, or I can click down on the bar and I can turn it to blue, things like that. On the paid side, you can also add images and logos into it as well. So that's qrstuff.com. It's my absolute favorite website out there for making QR codes. See you later, geeks.